Introduction. In C programming, when we need to check more than two conditions, we are going to use else if ladder. It provides a structured way to test multiple conditions one by one and execute the corresponding block of code. So definition of else if ladder is, the else if ladder is a control statement used to test multiple conditions in a sequence. Okay. For example, if we have used only for one condition, simple if is used only for one condition, if else is used for two conditions, either true or false. Here else if ladder, we are going to use more than two conditions, verify the more than two conditions, we are going to use else if ladder. Okay. Each condition is checked one after another from top to bottom. As soon as one condition is true, its corresponding statement block is executed and the ladder ends. If none of the conditions are true, then the else block is going to be executed. Else block is not mandatory. Okay, na? Else block is optional. So everything I explained here, this is syntax of else if ladder. So if the condition 1 is true, this statement 1 block will be executed and control comes out of this. If the condition 1 is false, then it is going to check another condition 2, else if. If the condition is true, this will be executed and the control comes out of the loop. If condition 2 also false, going to check about the condition 3. If the condition 3 is true, statement 3 block will be executed and comes out of the loop. So like that, you can write n number of else if. Okay, na? So if none of the above for the condition 1, condition 2, condition 3 up to so on, condition n are false, by default else statement is going to be executed. This else statement in the program is optional. You may write or you may not write. If you are not writing, output will show the blank. If you are writing, just what are the statement you are writing under the else, it will be show as output. Okay. So this is nothing but flowchart of else if ladder. Okay. So here condition 1 is true. For example, statements under the condition 1 is executed and control comes to end. The condition 1 is false, condition 2 is executed. Condition 2 will be checked. If it is true, so statement 2 of the condition 2 will be executed and the flow is going to stop. If condition 2 also false, so it is going to check condition 3 true or false. If it is true, statement 3 will be executed and comes to stop. If none of the above conditions are none of the above conditions are true, by default, so else statement will be executed if you are writing. Okay, so else statement is not mandatory here. Without this also, this else if ladder works. Okay, so that's the same thing I wrote here. Condition must be the condition must be mentioned within the parenthesis. If first condition 1 will be checked, if the condition 1 is true, then statement block 1 under the condition will be executed. After that, control transfers from the else ladder to the execute other statement. This come out of the loop. Condition 2. If the condition 1 is false, then again condition 2 is need to be checked. If the condition 2 is true, statement under the block 2 will be executed. Then after the control will come out of the loop. Okay, na? If condition 2 also false, then condition 3 need to be checked. If it is true, true body of the condition 3 will be executed, and if the condition 3 if it is false, then comes out of the loop. So like this condition n 4, 5, 6 up to n, it will be checked. If none of the above condition is true, then by default goes to the else block. Okay, na? If all the statements are false, n are false, then control goes to the else block. After that, other statements are executed. Out of the loop statements what you are writing, that will be executed. Then last else block is not compulsory, it is optional. Okay, na? Key points. Conditions must always be written inside the parenthesis. Okay, na? Only one block is executed from the ladder. The execution stops as soon as a true condition is found. The else part is optional but often used as a default case. Else block is used as a default. Default case means what? If none of the above conditions are true, by default else block will be executed. In the else block, there is no condition you are writing. Just if the above condition are false, by default, if you are writing else block will be executed. So let me explain through a program. So this is a else if ladder. Okay, hash include stdio.h already know into main function. Here a number is a variable which I declare as an integer data type and assigning 10 to the number. Okay na? So here what is that? So for the number 10 will be allotted. Okay na? So a number 10 will be allotted. Okay. And if the number is greater than 0, what is the number, how much is stored in the variable number? 10. 10 is greater than 0, yes, true. Then it is comes into this body of this, and this printf statement will be executed. Okay, I already assigned a number equal to 10. So inside the number 10 value is there. 10 is greater than 0, true. If it is true, enters into the this body and print of the statement, and by default comes out of the loop. True, no? So it won't check, remaining all are skipped. If the condition is true, this true body will be executed and comes out of the loop. So these are remaining statements are skipped. For example, if the condition is false, so it doesn't enter into the loop. Okay, now it comes here again, else if statement. Number is less than 10, so number is 10, 10 is less than 0, it is false. Okay? For example, I am taking another number. So if the condition is true, true body will be executed, control comes out of the loop. If this condition is false, another condition will be checked. If it is true, this body will be executed. If it is also false, okay, this is the by default statement, else. And above conditions, all the conditions are false, then else block will be executed. What are the else block? There is no condition checking here. What are the statement you are writing under the else block, it will be executed. Okay, na? So the condition must be mentioned in the parenthesis. This is a condition, no? Parenthesis must be mentioned. This is the else if ladder. Okay, na? So if the condition is true, true body will be executed, comes out of the loop. If the condition is false, next condition. If the condition is true, true body. If this is also false, go to next condition. So if anything is true, means it will 100% it will come out of the loop. Okay, let me execute this. Execute, compile, run. Okay, so what is the answer I got here? So the number is 10, no? So because of this condition is true, 10 is greater than 0, hence this statement is executed. Yes or not? Printf, the number is positive. After that, it comes out of the loop. So after the loop, what are the remaining instructions are there that will be executed? Printf finish. For example, I am taking a number, so minus 10, minus 5. For example, I am taking a number minus 5. Okay, na? First file, save, and compile, because you have made changes, no? 100% you have to save and compile again. Then we have to execute the run the program. What is the answer we got? The number is negative. Yes or not? Because so number is minus 5. Now minus 5 is greater than 0, false. Minus 5 is greater than 0, false. It doesn't enter into the loop. And if the condition is false, going to check the next condition. Check the next condition. Minus 5 is less than 0, it is true. Minus 5 is, because minus 5, no, minus 5 is less than 0, it is true. Hence, so entering into the loop of this and executing this statement. So that's why I got number is negative. Are getting me or not? Okay, now for example, I am changing to 0. For example, number I am assigning 0. Clear? File, save, and again compile and run the program again. Okay, now what is the answer I got now? The number is 0. Look at here. So number is 0. 0 is greater than 0, false. Yes or not? 0 is greater than 0, false. Doesn't enter the loop. 0 less than 0, false. Doesn't enter into the loop. Else the number is 0. So if the two statements are false here, this condition is false. Coming to checking here, it is the condition also false. Going here, by default this statement will be executed. I got this or not? For example, so this is works without a else block also. If you are not writing anything, it is also work without the else block. Okay. Any more doubts from here?
Float values 0.1.
Yeah, we can give float values. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.